What's going on YouTube? It is RandyTalksMets in the building, and this video is going to be about the Mets, and you know what I'm saying, the New York Mets being 3.5 games back into the division of the National League East. Now leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, if you like this video, like I said, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But overall, I do Mets content and also baseball content, so if you really enjoy baseball and Mets content, definitely keep coming back to the channel. But let's talk about the New York Mets and what is working for the New York Mets and throughout the situation. And what is it called? They were 8.5 games back, you know, like literally like probably a week ago, and it looked like the season was completely over. They were not winning games, they were losing games. You know, they went 2-11 in the 13-game span against the Giants and the Dodgers. And they were 5 games ahead, actually, of the Phillies and the Braves. And, yeah, the Nationals wasn't in it, so definitely. But after that, Giants and Dodgers, rough patch. Obviously, we know that the Giants and the Dodgers are one of the best teams in the National League. So obviously, we knew it was going to be rough. We didn't know that it was going to be a 2-11 complete disaster of the New York Mets. Like, I mean, you could have figured because the offense was terrible. I'm not going to lie. The offense was really, really, really bad. Francisco Lindor wasn't in the lineup. Javier Baez wasn't in the lineup. It was just really bad, guys. It looked like the team was just not connecting well. It's just like everybody was putting pressure on themselves. And this was really a tough time to be a Mets fan. And it really, I'm not going to lie, it was hard to watch games. It was hard to watch baseball Mets games. You know what I'm saying? It was really hard. I actually work for the Mets games, the SNY station. So I see the games every day. But just watching these games was horrible because you knew that the Giants and the Dodgers were going to destroy the Mets, but you didn't know how bad. And that's how it was basically every day for like 13 games. So, I mean, and a lot of those games were kind of close in a way. So the Mets could have won some more games than they did against those teams. But now let's talk about a date that it was the Koosman date, Jerry Koosman. They retired his number, 36, and this night, it was the turning point for the New York Mets. I'm not gonna lie, and the thing is about the New York Mets, that it looked like the lineup wasn't connecting well, wasn't constructed that well, and when I saw the lineup for that day, it was Brandon Nimmo, not in the leadoff spot, guys. Brandon Nimmo was hitting number 2. We had Jonathan Villar, who I'm going to get into Jonathan Villar and how he has been, with the situation and obviously how successful they've been. But Brandon Nimmo was the number 2. Francisco Lindor was the number 3. Alonso, a cleanup hitter. Obviously, Alonso needs to be the Mets cleanup hitter for good, to be honest. With Brandon in the lineup, obviously, you want that lineup. Number 5, you have either Conforto or, not Dominic Smith, because Dominic Smith has also had a rough patch and just been awful this season. But definitely Conforto, definitely McNeil, definitely, more people like the catcher, Patrick Mazeika, because James McCann at this time was not even in, he wasn't playing. So obviously a lineup with Jonathan Villar as the leadoff hitter, Brandon Nimmo on the number 2 spot, it relaxes the lineup, guys. It relaxes, it makes things kind of easier for the lineup in a way, but puts less pressure on Alonso, even though he is the cleanup hitter, puts less pressure on the lineup. But Jonathan Villar, throughout this span, on fire. He's been on fire a great leadoff hitter. He has been hitting home runs. He has 18 home runs now. 18 home runs now. Who would have thought that Jonathan Villar on September 5th would have 18 home runs? I wouldn't have thought that, but he does. And so Brandon Nimmo, you got Brandon Nimmo number 2 spot hitting, and Villar hitting as well. So you got 1 and 2 who are successful. Then you got Francisco Lindor heating up. Then you got what is it called, Alonso. And let me just say, I forgot about Baez. I don't know how I did. Baez is your number 5 hitter, or your number 6. It's either Conforto or Baez. But Baez is a guy that wasn't playing. He was injured throughout the situation with the Giants and the Dodgers. But when they started these games against the Nationals and the Miami Marlins, we knew that this was the patch that they had to win games, because if they didn't win games, then they weren't going to go anywhere. And like I said, with this lineup change, it relaxed the lineup. It made everything click in a way. Guys started hitting, guys. Francisco Lindor started hitting. Brandon Nimmo started hitting. Villar started hitting. Pilar hitting off the bench started hitting. Everybody started hitting. But the most important thing is the connectivity, the way those players connect. And hitting for runners in scoring position, because throughout this rough patch with the Dodgers and the Giants, they were not hitting with runners in scoring position. With this patch with Miami Marlins and the Nationals, guys, they are hitting with runners in scoring position. They are doing very well. They are, not putting too much pressure on themselves. The pitching has not been perfect. Obviously, you lose DeGrom. You know what's going to happen. DeGrom is the best pitcher in the whole league. I know he is. It is what it is. But to be honest, really think about this situation with the New York Mets and how they were so far back and how they are now 3 games back, 3.5 games back from the Braves. And the Phillies are 2 games back. So guys, the New York Mets, it looks like they are hitting way better. It looks like they're connecting better. It looks like the pitching is kind of better in a way. It looks like they're and another key is, I'm not going to forget to say, is they are being more aggressive on the base paths, guys. They are stealing more bases. Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, Javier Baez, Jonathan Villar are stealing more bases. Even Michael Conforto and Kevin Pillar are stealing bases. They are putting more pressure on the defense. And when you do that, like I said, you put more pressure on the defense. But when you are aggressive on the base paths, you create traffic. You create something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just looking better for the New York Mets. I'm not going to say you know what I'm saying? I'm a diehard Mets fan, so obviously I want them to go far and I want them to make the playoffs. Are they going to be good enough to go to the World Series? No. I'm not going to be unrealistic here. We don't even have Jacob deGrom. Noah Syndergaard got injured. Well, not injured. He's actually has COVID, so he's not playing as well right now. He's in a rehab assignment, but they had to take him off because he has COVID. So don't expect deGrom and Syndergaard back so quickly, because it's just not going to happen. So the pitching rotation now that the Mets have, they're going to have to deal with that for the end of the season probably. Or maybe Jacob deGrom could come back late September. Maybe. That is a maybe, guys. That's not a sure thing. So let me get back to what is working for the New York Mets. They're hitting very well. They're connecting very well. The lineup is just constructed way better. They are hitting for more power as well. And obviously, when you have Javier Baez, you're going to hit for more power, because Javier Baez just brings that instant power. This guy either is an all-or-nothing home run hitter, bro. So, and a power hitter. So Alonso, he's a power hitter as well. But they're hitting for more power. They're running the bases. like I said, stealing bases is really the key. They're being more aggressive. They're taking more chances. And that's what I like to see from the New York Mets. Let me know if you guys are liking what you are seeing from the New York Mets, because I definitely am. Like I said, the Mets are 3.5 games back. This video was a video about what they are doing well and how did they get to, where they're at right now. So the Mets are 3.5 games back. I will make more videos very soon, obviously, but it's looking really good, guys. The Mets have a chance to take 4 out of 5 from the Nationals in this 5-game series. So we are looking really good. They won the game today. The power was amazing. Javier Baez had a home run. Francisco Lindor had a home run. They won the game 13-6. So if you watch Mets content, if you watch the Mets, you know already the score. But I just wanted to let you know, give you like an analysis of like what is going so right for the New York Mets. Because it's definitely them being more aggressive. It's definitely them, the lineup, that constructed lineup just looks way better. And with Brandon Nimmo out, I'm not gonna say obviously the Mets are not gonna miss him. They're gonna miss him. Brandon Nimmo was doing really good in the number 2 spot. But it looks like they're still gonna slide Francisco Lindor in the number 2 spot. So it's gonna be Jonathan Villar and Francisco Lindor, number 1, number 2. And Jonathan Villar has been so freaking good. And I just hope they keep it up, guys. I hope we make the playoffs. And I hope we go far. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is just a video to sit down and just talk to you guys. So yeah, let's go Mets.